Hello and welcome back to Harold Dean UFC, the return, a new era, a new start, and what a way to start the 2019-2020 Premier League predictions, Champions League predictions, Europa League predictions, FA Cup predictions and League Cup predictions. It all begins today in the new era. Where best to start off with the Premier League winners and top four. So I'll start off with 4th, 3rd and 2nd. In 4th position, this might be a shock to most people, I think will be Leicester City.
Oh, Vardy, onside, beating the linesman, beating the defenders, beating the goalkeeper, beating everybody! This is his manner!
Leicester City, for me, will finish 4th in the Premier League this season. Jamie Vardy up front is better than Manchester United's strikers at the moment, is better than anybody Chelsea's got up front at the moment. I think Leicester will finish top 4 in the Premier League. 3rd place. Now, a few of my mates know I went for Manchester City to finish 3rd. That is not the case now after I've seen the start of the season. I think Arsenal will finish 3rd this season with Aubameyang, Pepe and Lacazette and their attack up front. Too much for other teams. 3rd place for Arsenal. And obviously, for me, being a Liverpool fan, I do think we will win the league. I think we will finish ahead of City this season. Manchester City 2nd for me. Their power of David Silva, Bernardo Silva, David Silva last season, this season. Sergio Aguero up front alongside Gabriel Jesus, I think will be lethal up top when they say if one of them is injured or gets a rest, the other one comes in straight away. Brilliant backup for Manchester City. They're going to cause damage yet again this season. With another title charge for them. But for us, I think we've got the commitment, we've got the fans behind them this season, behind the lads. I think Salah needs to have a brilliant season. Everybody playing for Liverpool needs to have an excellent season for us to challenge again for the Premier League. I think Van Dijk will be on top form again. Alisson, when he's back next week, will be a brilliant addition again, obviously as last season he turned out to be as well. And I think Liverpool will win the Premier League.
100% yes.
Next up, 5th, 6th and 7th potential Europa League spots. 5th and 6th guaranteed Europa League spots. I think will be Tottenham finishing 5th. I have Tottenham finishing 5th. Their strength of Harry Kane, Dele Alli when he's back. Heung-min Son is now back as well. I think Tottenham have too much for the likes of United and Chelsea. I think they will finish 5th this season. With Manchester United in 6th position, I think they have more or less kept the same of what they've got at the moment, and there I can see Manchester United finishing 6th. I think the force of Rashford and Martial will be too good for the likes of Wolves and Everton just behind, but I think they've got enough to cement top 6. And 8th, I think, will be Wolves and Everton. I think they've got enough this season in the midfield, Wolves and Everton, to finish ahead of Chelsea Football Club, and that is saying something. I think Jota, Jimenez, Wolves definitely have a better squad up front than Chelsea at the moment, if not level, which means I think they will just about clip Chelsea. Same with Everton, and I hate to say it, but I think Everton have got a good midfield. I love Richarlison. I think he's a brilliant striker. Even though I hate the club, I do think Richarlison is a very good player. I think Gomez is a very good player, and I think Everton will also finish ahead of Chelsea in 8th position. Then we do have Chelsea in 9th. I think Chelsea will finish 9th. Losing Hazard was that much of a big loss for Chelsea. I think it's going to cost them, and they will finish 9th position in the Premier League. 10th, 11th and 12th mid-table spots for these teams. I think Aston Villa, this might be a little bit of a shock, but I think Aston Villa will finish 10th in the league this season. I think I like McGinn, I like Grealish, I like Wesley up front. I think he's a very good player, and I think he's going to score goals this season. I've got Aston Villa finishing 10th. They've got a brilliant manager behind them as well. Crystal Palace finishing 11th. They kept Wilfried Zaha, which means I think they will not go anywhere near the relegation zone. 11th for Crystal Palace. That's basically based on Wilfried Zaha. 12th, I think, will be West Ham. I like Haller. I think they could really put the fight with Palace and Villa. Maybe even Chelsea, but I don't think their midfield is strong enough compared to Chelsea. I think Haller's a brilliant signing. I don't think they'll be near the drop. I've got 12th for West Ham. 13th, 14th and 15th. I've got Bournemouth finishing 13th. I think Callum Wilson, I think he's a very good striker and deserves to be in the England squad for me. I think they are good enough to finish above the relegation places and near the drop. I've got 13th for Bournemouth. I've got Newcastle finishing 14th. I think Joe Linton is a very good signing. I think Willems is a very good signing. I think it is enough for me, and usually every year I say Newcastle to get relegated, but this season I think they've got enough talent, I think they've got enough strength now. 14th for Newcastle this season. 15th I've got Southampton. Now with Southampton, a couple of years back they would be 7th or 8th in the league. Not now. I think I've only got them staying up because of the teams with defensive issues. I still do like Southampton's midfield with James Ward-Prowse, but I don't think they've got enough up top. I know Danny Ings still has his ways with Liverpool, but I don't think he's a good enough striker for the Premier League's top level, so I think it could be a struggle for them, but I've got them in 15th and avoiding the drop. 16th and 17th, Norwich City and Sheffield United. I think Norwich City and Sheffield United will stand a chance this season of staying alive. I think Billy Sharp and Timu Pukki will be, I think they'll be their main player to keeping them up this season. I don't think the bottom three have that clinical striker who can score goals on a weekly basis. I've got Norwich finishing 16th, Sheffield United finishing 17th, even though they've had a good start to the season. Just missing out then and going down in the relegation places this season, I've got Watford, I've got Burnley, and I've got Brighton and Hove Albion. I don't think them three teams have enough to stay up this season. I've got Watford finishing 18th. I don't think they've got enough talent. I do like Troy Deeney, but I think his years are coming to the end of him now, and I think Watford will finish 18th. Burnley 19th, even though Ashley Barnes is getting there, but I do expect him to leave in January and join a bigger club, if not go anywhere in Spain, Italy, Germany or France. I've got Burnley finishing 19th and Brighton. I don't even know any good players from Brighton. Anthony Knockout, if he's still there, he's still a good player. Glenn Murray's getting old now. I've got Brighton finishing at the foot of the table. So that's the Premier League predictions. Top goal scorer, I think this season will be either one of three for me. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from Arsenal, Mohamed Salah or Sadio Mane from us. I think we're going to have a good season. Even Firmino could get up there as well. And obviously Sergio Aguero, because he's always up there every year and always gets goals for City. Very good player. They could be the shouts, but I'm going to go with one. I'm going to go one right now. I'm going to go with Sadio Mane to get top goal scorer. Most of the sits, I'm going to go with Kevin De Bruyne, just because I think he is one of, if not the best midfielder on the planet. He is a very good midfielder, not just very good, he's one of the best in the world. Kevin De Bruyne to get the most assists in the Premier League this season. Now we're going to the Champions League. I think we will make it 7. I think it might be a little bit optimistic, but I think we will take on Juventus in the final and beat Ronaldo's Juve 2-0 in the final. Yet again, I think we'll claim our 7th Champions League in May. As for the Europa League, I think it will be